So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 1990 Blue Jays. We're here. Achieve a winning record, upgrade at center field, keep building your team up in order to reach the playoffs. Okay. We can do that. Top 100 prospect list published. Pedro. Who's that? Pedro, Chipper, Piazza, Delgado. Hey, Delgado. Bagwell, Nen, Musina, Gonzalez, Tomei, and Shane Reynolds. One of these things is not like the other, chat. Pedro, Chipper, Piazza, Bagwell, Delgado, Nen, Musina, Juan Gonzalez, Jim Tomei, Shane Reynolds. We're going to trade for Pedro first thing, and then he's going to be a bust. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's see what we got up in our big leagues. Pitching staff, we got who is Mike Agliarusso? Is he a fictional player? I feel like he might be a fictional player. We're going to keep him, though. He could be God. Dave, Steve, Stottlemyre, Wells, Acker, Hankey, Anthony Ward, Frank Wills, and Dwayne Ward. We got Hankey, but Hankey's, we'll see what we end up doing in the back end of the bullpen. Borders, again, we got some fictional guys, but that's going to happen. I want to make sure that we don't have empty spaces. McGriff, Olaru, Liriano, Gruber, Mullenix, Fernandez, Lee, Runge, Bell, Ducey, Hill, Mookie Wilson, Junior Felix. And then we look at, let's look at Prospect Pipeline. Woo, man, there's so many guys here. Let's take a look at us. We got Delgado, Kent, who is 12th overall. We got Guzman, Sprague. Hankin, Bell. All right, we're looking pretty good, chat. McGriff guy sounds familiar. He could be okay. Let's take a look and see who's in the draft this year. Where are we picking? 21st? Brutal. Oh, the pool's not announced yet? Well, that's not fun. When do they announce it? Oh, right, the draft is still at the end of the season. Ha ha, draft's still in December. Right. Right. Okay. So, I do want to see what our salary situation is like. So our finances are pretty good. We got $22 million budget. We have $13 million in payroll. We have $19 million for extensions, which makes me think, oh, baby. We've got Gruber, Hankey, Key, Acker, Mullenix, Wills, Runge, all free agents at the end of the season. And, yeah. Really, the only long-term deals we have are Fernandez and Steve. McGriff is arbitration eligible. So it's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to make some early moves. Gruber might not be long for this world. I gotta configure the continue button because I know it's gonna ask me to do that. 1 week. Okay. No thanks. I just configured the continue button. Expose. Trade proposal right off the hop. Jim Ferguson for Stu Peterson. I don't even know. Oh, wait, hang on. Why is it displaying like that? There we go. $490. Yeah. I think the biggest argument for me that McGriff should be in is the fact that Harold Baines is in. The fact that Harold Baines is in the Hall of Fame and Fred McGriff is not is embarrassing. But again, I'm one of those people who I'm not a fan of the Baseball Hall of Fame in general. Like again, what it's become, it's just not. It's not. Yeah, Andrew Jones should be in too. One of the greatest defensive outfielders that has ever existed, and hit a bazillion home runs. But again, just no what the Baseball Hall of Fame has become, where the Baseball Writers of America have believed that they have this all exalting power. Like it sickens me. I'm not a fan. I'm just not. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy that aspect of it. All right. Get our guys up for spring training here. Oh, I got to get Mike Timlin up there for the spring training. Delgado, you can come to spring training? Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is at this point, having a Hall of Fame ballot has become more than just making sure you vote for the best players. It's become a war against steroids. It's become a war against advanced metrics. It's become a war against whatever the BBWAA feels like warring against. Like, to me, Jack Morris getting in was a black mark, I think. Baines being in. Again, I know Baines didn't get voted in on a conventional ballot, but still shouldn't be in. Again, I'm from a fan perspective. From a fan perspective, like, the Hall of Fame has so little meaning to me now. It really does. And then what are they going to do this year? Where really the only serious consideration from their perspective is whether you put Schilling in or not. And then you're going to have people that don't vote for Schilling simply based on the fact that they're worried he may have the stage to himself. It's not about electing the best players anymore. It's about everything else. All right, we got our spring training. Spring training roster at 42 is looking pretty good. We're going to allow our bench coach to do some stuff here. We're going to go to pitching staff. We're going to allow our guys to do stuff. I do want to take a look at my personnel real quick. We should have Cito, right? Oh, no, I'm the GM and manager. But here's the thing. You would think that looking at the metrics, the most logical thing that makes sense is Schilling gets in. But I guarantee you there are writers out there who will not vote for him because they are worried that he will get in alone and have the whole weekend and the whole stage to himself. Like again, it's about more than baseball. That's the issue I have. It's about more than baseball at this point. All right. We got our spring training roster set up. We're not going to get rid of any staff now. We're going to roll at least through the first year. Expos want to trade us Otis Nixon. Probably to avoid the Braves from letting him bunt in the bottom of the ninth of the World Series. They want Jimmy Key in return. That's not happening. Jimmy Key plus. Yeah, no. I'm just saying. It's not. It's too much now for me. Lavalier. Houston has made a trade to acquire Mike Lavalier. Okay, well, now they're getting a little better. They want to trade us Otis Nixon for a shortstop and Ray Gianelli. Okay, we're getting closer. Gary Resetter. All right, now, and this is something I'll at least discuss this. Because, again, upgrading center field is one of our goals. We got 80 speed. We got insane speed with Otis. Really good defense in the outfield. I mean, the arm is a noodle. But, I want to see. And I fly by at night, and then I see all right. You got me coming back for more. There we go. I want to see his personality on the page, so I don't have to go digging for it. Time is it? 1 o'clock? We'll be all right. Oh, that's not the trade. No, that's not the trade I wanted at all. I want this one. Discuss. This might be a no-brainer. I agree. I mean, we're pretty set at short. We've got Manny Lee. We've got Fernandez too, right? So, I mean, we got Fernandez. We got Manny Lee behind him. Runge's like our third shortstop. And, I mean, really, we're pretty good in center. The problem is Otis an upgrade over Mookie Wilson? I feel like he is. Like, I feel like Otis is an upgrade over Mookie Wilson. But I don't know if he is really an upgrade over Mookie Wilson. They're actually very similar. Otis is 3 years younger. And Mookie's on a minor league contract. I never thought of that. Otis makes $500,000. What's Runge making? Runge makes $360. Stop it. Get a little younger. See what else we can get. Miguel Batista? No. Matt Stairs. This is a no-brainer, right? No, the no-brainer Matt Stairs acquisition? Why not? Rondell White could help us out. Might be the worst offer you've ever seen. Why? Oh, my word. Rondell White's not that good. Delino? No, same. They just want one of our big, young... Old Mel Rojas. FP Santangelo. He could be. I know they're not going to give up Nables. He's one of the top. He's a top guy. Archie C. and Fracco. That's who we need. What about Greg Colburn? Give me some catching depth. Might be the worst offer you've ever seen. But it's not. It's a pretty good offer, actually. I'm making you a solid offer. Not asking for, well, let's see. What do they got on their main roster then? Like maybe that's the play. Larry Walker. What's it going to take me to get Larry Walker off your hands? You must be joking. Come on. What's it going to take for me to get Larry Walker off your team? Huh. Well. Listen. Yeah, that's the problem. Here's my issue. So what my initial thought was, you probably give up Stottlemyre, right? You lose a rotational guy who Juan Guzman could probably replace, but you get Larry Walker. That's the downside. Well, I mean, you're getting rid of Delgado, but the thing is, do we need Delgado? We've got Olerud at first. We have McGriff still. So, like, if we have Olerud and McGriff, what do we do with Delgado? McGriff's only 26. Olerud's only 21. Delgado's 17. You don't know how, like, maybe he's not going to turn out to be good. He's like 4 years away. But if you have Olerud and McGriff, one of them is going to DH. So it's like, here's the thing. We have 3 big left-handed bats that you're going to want to get in the lineup. Which one of them can be expendable at the expense of getting maybe the greatest right fielder of the era? Possibly. He's 23. He was in AAA last year, hit 12 bombs, 80 potential contacts, 75 potential gap power. Is this how we're going to start this franchise off? Hardcore. Darn right that's what should have happened. They should have never let Johnny Olerud leave town. He should have been a Blue Jay for life. Mistakes were made. Now, can I get a prospect in here? Maybe like a prospect starter? What about Brian Barnes? Oh, okay. Can I go a little higher? Is an insult. You're an insult. Okay, that's Rondo White was too much. Oh, Carlos Perez. Nabel is going to be a hard no, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we could go Barnes. And oh, we already have Ed Sprague as a backup catcher, right? Get a reliever, perhaps. Second baseman. Delgado's only 17. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to think, right? We're not doing historical resets. So where like the baseline is right now, there's no guarantee Delgado's going to be as good as he was in real life. That's the part you got to keep in mind is we're not doing recalculations based on real life performance. Delgado could be a bust. I just need to get another prospect in there to maybe Brett Barbary. Come on. Who can I throw in there? Junior Felix. Who's this N. Wilson? Nigel Wilson? Done. Whew, okay. We're getting Otis Nixon, Larry Walker, Brian Barnes, and Brett Barbary for Paul Runge, Ray Gianella, Nelly, Carlos Delgado, Todd Stottlemyre, and Nigel Wilson. Done. Wow. Monster deal. Everyone, look, it's Toronto and Montreal. Oh, it's a Toronto-Montreal deal. That's the best part. Let's get the bench coach to fix that up. We'll go to our lineups. Get the bench coach to take a look at these. Got to go to our rosters. DFA, Barbary, Nixon, Walker. We got to go back and redo our lineups again. Look at this lineup, chat. Look at this lineup to start 1990. Otis Nixon, Olerud, Gruber, McGriff, Borders, Larry Walker, Tony Fernandez, Brett Barbary, Rob Ducey. We still have George Bell. Sweetness. That's a good way to start. I'm a big fan. Yeah, we'll be tweaking that lineup, obviously. That lineup is not where we're going to finish. 31-year-old Chico Walker for 34-year-old Rance Mullenix. What does this do for us? Why do I want Chico Walker? I don't really. I don't really want him. I don't understand the purpose. Shannon Witham for Greg Myers. No, that's a hard pass too. Kevin Seitzer traded for Terry Steinbach? Crazy. The big thing for us is that we have $20 million for extensions. So a lot of that may end up going to Kelly Gruber if we decide to keep him. He probably wants a fortune. Yeah, 3.6 for 9 years with an opt-out after 5. That is the definition of not happening. Imagine signing a 9-year deal in 1990. Lull. I only really want news for my team. That's a steal now. David Weathers tore labrum, out for 6 months. Yikes. That's going to hurt. Gruber could be a prime trade candidate as well. Jose Lind. Now, again, Mookie Wilson at this point on a minor league deal. Solid defense, a little bit of contact he gives us. Because DL, we removed all references. So here's the thing, right? Just because it was called the IL or DL back then doesn't mean we're allowed to use that term. My assumption would be MLB instructed us to remove all references to the disabled list because it was deemed to be an offensive term, which I agree with 100%. That would be my guess. Jose Lind gives us some defense at second, a little bit of contact gap power, and some things are better late than never. And then Jason Townley for us he's a great defensive catcher. Well, arm's not good. I don't hate this trade. Gives us another middle infield option. But we're going to leave it for now. We made our one big trade of the spring. Borders, McGriff, cashing in the runs. Loving it. Loving every minute of it. I'm sure we could pick up Jose Lind at will. Oh my God, turn me up. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. That's tomorrow, okay. No. Rays was it 93? Did they come in with Colorado? Season expectation, play 500. We're going to crush that. 98. I was going to say, I thought it was 98. 95 was Colorado. 93 was Colorado. Right. Florida and Colorado are expansion cousins. Arizona and Tampa are expansion cousins. That's right. Yeah. Prospect pipeline, we're still looking good. We've got Kent and Guzman, 12th and 13th. Delgado, 6th overall prospect now with the Expos, which is fine. We're not worried about that at all. Lineups, we got to get our lineup ready for opening day. We still got 100 people on it. But we'll mess around with that next time. Guys, I got to get back to work. But thank you guys for coming by to the lunchtime stream. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that follow button up at the top of the screen. I have a conference call tomorrow, so lunchtime stream is a maybe. Depends what kind of productivity I have in the morning. We may have a lunchtime stream, we may not. Depends how much work I can get done and how much time I have before this conference call tomorrow afternoon. But guys, thank you guys so much. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if anybody else is out there in the land of whatever people are doing. Go hang out with somebody for the rest of the day. I do enjoy these short little lunchtime streams. They're kind of fun. 79 viewers. Oh. That's kind of fun. Fangrass is doing their own streams now?
Hauser's 170 ERA plus is definitely going to work.
Oh, cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Again, if you keep it locked to the Twitter, twitter.com/SnaggleJ. I'll announce over there if there's going to be a lunchtime stream tomorrow. If not, we'll hit it on Thursday for sure. But anyways, guys, until next time, peace.